Hi, I'm Tim May, President of Acadian Wholesale Supply. Visiting us today from New Zealand is Gary Clark, Export Manager for Besgrow. Gary, could you give us a little history on Besgrow and the Orchiata bark?
What is Orchiata?
The Orchiata is produced from Pinus radiata bark. Pinus radiata bark is actually from the Monterey pine, which originated from California. With Pinus radiata, it is actually grown sustainably in New Zealand. The thing is, with the Pinus radiata in New Zealand, it grows very quickly, so it's maturing within 20 to 30 years. And because of it growing so quickly, that's the reason why we get a good, thick, chunky bark that will last so long in the pot.
How is Orchiata made?
Now, Orchiata is processed naturally, so what we do is age the bark in a manner that gets rid of all your tannins and toxins, so that you've got a very stable substrate to use when you're going to grow your orchids. The way we actually process it is we heat it up naturally by all the microorganisms working away. We do monitoring of the temperatures and adding of the water to get those temperatures going. We're not actually composting, we're only aging the product. So we're only breaking down the outside surface of the bark.
What makes Orchiata different?
Well, some of the key benefits of Orchiata are that, number one, as I said, it's one of the hardest barks that you'll find out there. With Orchiata, it is, through the process, we get a product that is nitrogen fixed. Basically, you can use it directly out of the bag and into your pots. So what we're saying is you don't need to change your substrate in your pot until that orchid actually grows out of the pot. So, it's going to last for a number of years in the pot, and in fact we have customers in Japan that tell us that they've had up to 10 years with their mother plants in the pots. So we're making it easier for the orchid growers out there today. It's going to cut costs for them, time, labour, so it's a very, very good product.
Yeah, with other barks, you have to soak the bark as it comes in for anywhere from 3 to 10 days. With the Orchiata, you just take it out of the bag. There's very little waste. You use just about 100% of the bark, and you're ready to go instantly.
Do you need to do anything special to use Orchiata?
Absolutely not. As I say, just use it straight out of the bag. And the thing is that we've removed as many of the sticks and stones that we can. So what you're getting in there is you're getting a bag of bark. You're not getting sticks, you're not getting stones. Okay, you might get the odd one. But we do quality control testing where we do particle analysis. We do the checking of how many sticks and stones and bits and pieces in there. We also do the nematode and insect testing. So we're making sure that the product here is ready to go.
What are the grades of Orchiata, and what is the recommended use for each grade?
Most of the people we're dealing with, the classic is used for the seedlings, the new plants, and you go up to the mother plants, you're using the largest, which is the Super 7. But as Gary said, it's all up to the individual. Some people like to play with it, some people even like to mix them together. So we leave it up to the grower.
But generally, we do find that people do tend to go to the too small a size. At the size that you think, maybe you should look at going to the next size.
How are orchid growers responding to Orchiata?
It's unreal. Everybody who calls us say, finally, someone here in the United States on the mainland has got the product, and we're having trouble keeping it in stock. We're just bringing containers in constantly. You've got a great track record in Hawaii. You've been there for, what, 9, 10 years?
No, at least, I think it's at least 15 years
15
now.
years in Hawaii, and the last count that I heard, that 95% of the orchid growers in Hawaii are using Orchiata. That's pretty impressive. We're also going to be carrying the sphagnum moss, which is a great product that you also supply.
Absolutely.
So we're very excited about it.
Where can I buy Orchiata?
We're the distributors in the United States for Orchiata. You can contact us on the web at info@acadianwholesale.com. 770-271-0859. As you can see from us, from our inventory in the back, we're loaded with product. We're ready to go, and the success so far has been unbelievable.